First up, the much-anticipated trial of former Trump strategist and longtime political provocateur Roger Stone began today in a D.C. federal court. And oh, mercy! Did it get off to a ridiculous start. In the middle of jury selection, Stone left the courtroom after telling the judge he thought he had food poisoning. And then a spectator, unfortunately, appeared to have a seizure. As you'll recall, Stone is facing charges stemming from the Mueller investigation. Prosecutors say he lied to Congress about being in contact with Wikileaks and allegedly tampered with a witness in the House Russia collusion investigation. So what might Roger's strategy be for the trial? Well, just listen to the Richard Nixon quote he dropped over the weekend at a pro-Trump event in Miami.
The other great thing that he would say that I take to heart at this moment: a man is not finished when he is defeated. He is only finished when he quits. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, like Donald Trump, I will never quit fighting for
Oh, he's so normal. So will the seasoned schemer skate by again, or will his tactics for the White House land him in the big house? Here with me now, criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor David Bruno. He knows both sides. So there has been a gag order in this place. Yes. In this case, rather, there is an allegation that Roger Stone tampered with a very odd witness who needs a support dog by threatening to take the dog away.
Correct.
So what's going to stick here? What's most problematic for Roger Stone?
I think it's going to be the false statements count. There are 5 false statements that he lied to Congress. And essentially what the government is alleging is that he lied about text messages and emails. So in this day and age, with all the electronic evidence that government has, that's a problem for him, because they are saying that they have those text messages, very specifically denied any communications with Randy Kretko, Jerome Corsi, and those are 2 probable witnesses to see. But the thing that I take away is the witness tampering case.
Yes.
Because that's the one.
That's the
biggest one. That's up to 20 years in the federal statute. And like you said, that's the one with Randy Kretko.
Yeah.
And allegedly,
the support dog.
He allegedly said, "I'm going to take your dog. I'm going to kill you," and asked him.
Who does that?
And
Who
ask
does it?
him
Who threatens to take the support dog?
But it gets better.
Maybe Roger Stone didn't.
Pull a Frank Pendenji.
Yes.
Okay, Godfather 2 character that went to Congress and did not testify truthfully. So he has problems on the witness tampering charge, without a doubt, and that's the one that's really going to hit. The false statements charges, up to 5 years each.
What does the defense attorney and you want to do on behalf of Roger Stone?
I am going to try, if I represented him, I'd try to make it about the witnesses themselves and not the documentary evidence. Because the documentary evidence speaks for itself. What he had to do, they have to do, is attack through cross-examination the credibility of any witness that comes forward.
Do you think that'll be difficult?
It will be extremely difficult if the government has the text messages and the emails that they say they do.
And these are federal charges.
Yeah, no, big time, big time.
And those tend to go over quite well with
federal charges can be pardoned.
Yes.
Let's not forget about that.
What are you saying, David Bruno?
I wouldn't put it past anybody to talk about that right now, because after 2020, and if he's reelected and he has that pardon power, I would put this individual probably at the top of the list for
Who do you think has a better shot at a pardon, Lori Loughlin or Roger Stone?
Roger Stone.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're absolutely right. And I hope that this trial continues to get weird, because politics isn't weird enough.
No, it will, because in the indictment, it alleges that senior White House officials were in contact with Roger Stone, either directed him to provide information.
Jared and Ivanka?
So, no, who knows? I mean, there's talk that Steve Bannon might be testifying. I mean, this is going to be firework.
Steve Bannon.
This is going to be firework after firework, really. If it goes the way that most think, with the false statements and the White House officials potentially testifying, we're going to be seeing a lot of fireworks in this trial.
All right. Well, that barge from Hillary's election night had to go somewhere. Thank you so much, David Bruno.
You're welcome.
Very good.